Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie and today I'm here to share with you some awesome Shakeology hacks. Ever since I started taking my Shakeology, I've noticed that there's things that work and don't really work as far as making your perfect Shakeology shake. One of the things that I most struggled with at the beginning was to really find that perfect formula for me to be able to enjoy my Shakeology as a shake and to not really have that grainy flavor that you can sometimes get from your Shakeology if it's not prepared correctly. So one of the hacks that I want to share with you today is to always have at least 8 ounces of liquid in your shake, whether that be almond milk or water. Make sure that you're putting 8 ounces in there. 8 ounces is about a cup. I measured it in this measuring cup. So about 8 ounces is all it takes really. Sometimes when you want to give it more of like that thicker shake, malty flavor, you can also add a cup of ice to your Shakeology shake. But in this case, one of my personal favorites is to add frozen fruit. When you're adding frozen fruit, you don't necessarily have to add another cup of ice to it since it's already frozen, so it's going to give it that nice thicker texture to it. So I usually add about a purple of fruit into my Shakeology as well, and of course the powder. I recommend for you to dump the powder into your container where you're going to be blending it at the very last. This is my NutriBullet cup, and what I'm doing here is I'm placing it last for it to actually be able to be blended in correctly and for it to be a heck of a lot smoother. I noticed that when I first started putting my scoop in first and then adding all the liquid, sometimes it didn't mix properly, so then I had a really hard time trying to stay away from that grainy flavor. So like I mentioned earlier, I use a NutriBullet to mix my Shakeology. It's just something that's more convenient for me since I'm always on the go. I can put everything in my cup, flip it around, and have it ready within 45 seconds. When you're using a blender, I usually recommend for you to leave it as well in the blender for 45 to 50 seconds. That way you can really get all your ingredients mixed in and smooth it out in there. One of the biggest complaints, I guess, that a lot of people have is that their Shakeology has that grainy taste to it. Well, the grainy taste comes from not having enough liquid in your Shakeology as well as not leaving it in a blender for the appropriate amount of time. Something else that you could do when you're really on the go and you don't really have a blender available, you can also mix it in a shaker cup. One of the things that I found with the shaker cups though is that it really takes me a heck of a lot longer than 45 seconds to be mixing it in. So if you do have time or if you're like really on the go ahead and resort to this. Make sure that you still have 8 ounces of water in here. And obviously you wouldn't be able to add like the frozen fruit, but you could add spices like cinnamon. That's one of my favorites to add when I'm on the go and I don't really have time to, blend everything together. I use my shaker cup, 8 ounces of almond milk, a scoop of Shakeology, and then a dash of cinnamon. I hope that all these hacks are really helpful to you. I know that they have really saved me a lot of headaches and, that frustration of having my Shakeology not taste the way that I want it to. The flavor from Shakeology is amazing, and with adding those simple servings of fruit or maybe a little bit of a spice can really go a long way and make a difference. Don't forget that cinnamon is one of the ingredients that you can have a lot of. So especially when drinking it with cafe latte, that is my personal favorite. I sprinkle some cinnamon in there and it really tastes like a Starbucks drink. So I hope this was really helpful, and go ahead and comment if you have any of your own suggestions. And thank you for watching.